Doesn't sound like much, but across the entire global financial system, that is estimated to be about $2 trillion worth of new demand. Now, gold is not like the dollar, right? You can't print more of it. So that $2 trillion of new demand could translate to a much, much higher price of gold than we've ever seen before. Some people say that in 5 years, we could see gold at double what it is today. Now, I'm not personally making that prediction, but that is a very possible reality, and it wouldn't surprise me. So then the question is, how will this affect investors, and specifically something like Bitcoin? So when you look at this chess game that's being played through this perspective, at least to me, it makes a lot of sense why something like gold or something like Bitcoin could have been suppressed in price for so long. Like if I were a country interested in both options as a possible alternative, why would I want the price of any of it to skyrocket until I had huge amounts of control over it? So I think what we're seeing is a split. On one side, you have China and the BRICS building a world where money is again backed by something physical and old and something people can see and touch. And on the other side, you have the US, which is the world's biggest exporter of paper money. And if China's system is collateralized by gold, the US will eventually have to compete and counter with something that plays to its strength, which could also be its gold. I don't know, but it could also be technology. In other words, if China is pairing its currency with something like gold, then the US could one day be paired with stable coins or maybe Bitcoin. Because think about it, both give you the same purpose in different ways. Gold represents trust through time because it's thousands of years old, it's physical, it's slow, it doesn't change much. And Bitcoin represents trust through energy and math. It's digital, it's transparent, it's fast, it's borderless. It has its own advantages. China's system is about control and hard collateral. The US could also have an advantage through hard collateral, but openness. So for the first time in modern history, I think, we might be going into a world where governments have to compete for influence, for the better idea of what money is. And that's something that has never happened before in history. In the past, there was always one global standard, one world reserve currency. But now we can be going into like this multi-monetary phase of history where gold-backed money is led by China and BRICS, and the digital one led by the US and the West, built around programmable assets, tokenized assets, and maybe Bitcoin. If that happens, money then becomes something countries and people can choose. Both are competing for versions of what comes after the dollar. And I actually think both can exist at the same time. And when and if it happens, I think you could see both asset prices reprice very, very quickly. Now, when I say quickly, I don't mean this year. That could mean 5 to 10 years from now, which is still considered very quick on these scales. But who knows? I want to give a huge shout out to TFTC21 on this podcast.